Hi, how are you? So, God, I wouldn't want to watch this video after hearing that. Me going, hi, all right, well, I'm, I can't even pretend to be pleased to be here. Oh my God, this is like I'm the worst YouTuber in the world. I am terrible at this. But I wanted to. I got up this morning. Earlier, obviously, not now. It was earlier on. I'm not getting up right now. I got up earlier. It's like 5 to 11 now, 10, 5 to 10. So it was about 9 this morning, so it was a lot earlier, really. And I went to YouTube, as you do, and I got this sort of screen here. And it's always embarrassing because, like, oh no, even if you're researching something that's like a bit distasteful and you have to watch a video by people you don't really like, and it throws it up. The algorithm assumes you like this stuff. Don't throw more of it up at me. Anyway, wedged between a video about DaVinci Resolve and Diane Abbott is this video here by the Quatering. And I quite like the Quatering. I like him as a bloke. I think I'd get on with him. I would argue with him endlessly, and it'd be enormous amounts of fun. But I think that he makes videos that are inaccurate and misleading. I think they are. It's a professional criticism. And I think this thumbnail is a classic example of that. It says, YouTube destroys music teacher's career. So he's saying that there's a guy, and I think it's that guy there on the right, well, I know it is, with the pointy beard. He's a guitar teacher. And the Quatering here is his name's Jeremy, isn't it? I don't know his last name, but he's saying that this guy's career has been destroyed. Now, when something's destroyed, it doesn't exist anymore. So you're going to click this, like, that sounds really, really bad. And when you actually research it, it ain't all that. Not a big deal. The guy made a stupid mistake. Or actually, it turns out it was actually really bad luck. But it's not YouTube's fault. It's just not their fault. And I don't understand this thing of people. I mean, we've all heard the argument, haven't we, about people relying on a third-party website and building up their whole livelihood is built upon a third-party website. They have no control over which changes its terms and conditions regularly. Why would you set up a business based on that? It's like building a house on a marsh. It's a terrible idea. It's okay to like start doing that to build your audience, I guess. I mean, listen, I'm nobody, but my background's television, so I do work with audiences, and I've worked on TV shows that get like 10 million views every week, 10 million viewers every week. So although my YouTube channel is nothing, I know a little bit about broadcasting and certainly the rules and the laws around broadcasting, and it's kind of drummed into the hard way. And it's really frustrating when you can't use that picture you want to use, when you can't use that piece of music you want to use. Luckily for me, I could actually use any music I wanted when I was training, because the organization I worked for had a blanket agreement. So we could pretty much pull up any track we wanted, depending on where it was going to be broadcast. And that actually matters. If it's you need licenses for different countries when you broadcast things. And one of the problems with YouTube is that when you put something on YouTube, it goes around the world, which is like the hardest license and most expensive license to get, world, like publishing rights. And that's something else that is unclear, is are we publishing when we upload to YouTube, or are we not? Are we just platforming? Are they just hosting? Are YouTube publishers? Well, YouTube argue that they're not publishers, they're just hosters, but we are the publishers because we upload stuff, so we're publishing it, which is kind of like confusing. And certainly for the people who own copyright of things, they're kind of like not seeing the difference, especially when money's going into somebody's bank account, right? YouTube's not poor. So this is this distorting? Is my voice distorting? Let me just see if I can do something with the take a little bit of treble off there, a bit of mid off there. Stop it. There you go. That helps a little bit. Anyway, back to this video. So first of all, I'm kind of freaking out about this because I know it can't be true. So as you can see, the red line's only up to the T of quartering. So I didn't get very far.
Copyright.
But I'm waffling a little bit. Let's just get watching it. Let's just see what he says. Let's press play.
On everyone, Jeremy here from the Quatering. And as Wayne would say, you better buckle up and get ready, because now we've got another channel. Now, if you've been following my channel, I'm going through a current litigation with a manual copy strike of one of my videos that in fair use used an image from an artist, and they decided that they would like to go to court over this. I got nothing better to do.
Right. I mean, I'm sorry. That's bad luck, isn't it? And they're within the rights to do that. And the dispute is always not between you and YouTube. It's between you and whoever's making the claim. But YouTube have to respect the fact that a claim has been made. And unfortunately, that means, all right, you guys want to fight about it? Off you go. We're out of it. And they just take it down. And if you keep making them mess around with taking down having to admin your channel in this way, they eventually get rid of you and say, like, you're just causing us problems because you're repeatedly not understanding it. I mean, that's what the 5-strike rule is, right? So we have a frustrating situation here where I can't really comment on it because I don't know the context, whether it was fair use, and this is what the courts decide. But it's not YouTube. And it's not a copyright system, as it says in the title there. It's not a copyright system. This is my opinion, by the way. I'm not a lawyer, so by all means disagree. Let me know what you think. But YouTube's broken copyrights. YouTube have a system, as I just explained, where if their attentions are turned to your channel and they have to employ a person to come and check what you've done and administer it, that's going to cost a fortune to have somebody going to all these different channels that exist on YouTube. So they have an algorithm that does it. Like, okay, somebody's saying, he's using my stuff. He's using my stuff. He's doing it again. They're just going to say, right, okay, you're done. Go and sort it out. And sometimes it can be sorted out. YouTube can look into it. You know, they do earn a lot of money, so they should perhaps do that. But it's fair shout for somebody to say, okay, you've used my material, I'm really unhappy about it, and you're making money off my skills and abilities. And it happens a lot. And it wouldn't happen in TV. That's the other thing. It wouldn't happen in broadcast. You just wouldn't do it. You pay them. That's what I would do if I were him. I'd say, look, can I apologize? Can I pay you? Can I give you $1,000? Sorry about that. I didn't think. I thought it'd be okay. And I bet if you started doing stuff like that, then that'd be fine. And if it started costing you $1,000 to use a picture, which is cheap, then you would maybe think twice about putting anything at all on your screen that you didn't own the rights to. I mean, look at all the branding behind him. But, you know, people, you know, it's such a quagmire. And it's going to get worse, by the way. It's going to get worse.
I suppose.
You got to bear in mind that these people are just getting big. They've just gotten big, really. Everyone's turning their attention to the money that these people are making on YouTube, because only the last 2 or 3 years has it become a big factor.
Thanks to YouTube's broken copyright system, which I'm going to expose to you today, just how easy it is to take advantage of. I hope that you'll leave a like on this video, that you'll share this video,
debatable.
And that people will see just how easy it is to control.
He's just said that the person who made the claim is taking advantage of the YouTube system. Well, yeah, you've used an image, and they feel, whether wrong, it might be wrong, but that's how they feel. It's like they feel powerless to do anything about it. There has to be a system in place to protect them. I'm sure there'll be people who will try and flag this video because I'm basing it upon somebody else's work. Jeremy's work here, the Quatering. You know, this will be monitored. I'll be interested. It's the first time I've done it, so I don't know. You know, and people might pile on and do exactly the thing that he's objecting to in order to teach me a lesson. And that's how people think. It's emotionally immature way to go about your business life. And that's one of the big problems with YouTube. It's young people, inexperienced people who are making money out of making videos, and they don't understand that they can't just do what they want. It's a big problem.
Ruin a content creator's life. Now, Gareth Evans.
Right. So, sorry. I can't. Everything he says is just wrong. He's now just said that it's ruining a content creator's life. Now, it's not. It's upsetting you. It's not ruining your life. Unless you're saying my entire mortgage, my kids, my everything, my welfare, the family's welfare, everything's built upon me setting up a business on a third-party website I have no control over. Whose fault is that? Is it YouTube's? If he had family, I'd be screaming at him, get something else in place. Move all those fans you've got, 902,000 subscribers, funnel them into another direction, which is actually the problem, unfortunate problem that the guitar guy had, which I'll explain in a minute.
Evans is a guitar tutorial YouTuber.
He is.
He's got a main channel with like 770,000 subscribers, hundreds of millions of views, 122 million views.
Okay, so he's now bringing out the big numbers. The guy has, yeah, okay, he's doing well. Gareth Evans, let's find him. Gareth Evans. That's not him. YouTube. I should have searched YouTube. Shut up. Shut up, I know. Shut up. I know. Let's have a look at his chronology of videos. Right, which video is he flagging here? Let me just have a look.
Subscribers, hundreds of millions of views, 122 million views, and he had to upload a video to his second channel today. Why? Well, because his main...
Right, so this channel might be deleted. Help. That's 4 weeks ago. Let's have a look. I just want to get the dates. I want to check the dates. 28th of August 20 was when this video was uploaded. And this was 23rd. And then he's saying, the Quatering is saying today on the 23rd of September 20. So it's like a month difference between this. And it's already resolved. This was resolved. So here's the video he made
and agreeing
on the 26th September, where he's pointed out that it's resolved. Okay, so that's fair enough. So it looks like his career's not over, doesn't it? His career's not wrecked. It's not ruined, doesn't it? That's not what Quatering was saying.
Main channel now has 5 manually applied copyright strikes and will be deleted in 5 days. Who laid down these manual copyright strikes? Well, it's Musso Limited.
Naming
Musso
and shaming
Limited
now.
is a corporation that harasses content creators on the behalf of mega corporations. And they don't care.
The hidden message is there. There is, and he's not telling anyone to action that, but he's letting you know who they are, and he knows full well that people will pile on. It's
about fair use. They get paid to take down videos.
Anonymous.
They get paid to extort YouTubers for large chunks of our earnings.
He's calling them extortionists, which is probably libelous.
Don't care about how many lives they ruin in their path. It is their business model.
That's
YouTube
opinion.
allows them to continue to blur the lines between actual copyright infringement and bullying. Now, I understand that if people are uploading large sections of Family Guy episodes or full songs and monetizing that, these are things that YouTube has to allow.
Just incidentally, what is it with America and wearing children's hats? Baseball hats. We don't have baseball in the UK, so the baseball hat thing. I mean, I've got some. I put them on. I look like a child. I look like an old man wearing a child's hat. So when I see, like, I don't want to see Americans wearing these hats. I just think, why are you wearing a child's hat?
Copyright creators and owners to enforce. But if you watch this video by Gareth, which I recommend watching, well, actually this one here.
He's just recommended watching a video which he hasn't fully watched himself. Look at the red line. I recommend everybody watches this video. I've done it. And no, I haven't. I only got as far as 8 minutes 58. And then I decided to rant and rage on YouTube about it. Fair enough.
Here, they're deleting my channel, but they don't even know why. In this video, he talks about he has 5 copyright strikes that are manually...
And that's a fair point, right? So, first fair point that I've heard from him, which is that, and it's actually coming from Gareth, which is not knowing why your YouTube channel's been deleted is not nice. It'd be good to know. And I think they emailed him. Let's just see.
Much bull. 5 manually applied copyright strikes. And I'm going to tag Team YouTube in on my tweet. So if you're seeing this on Twitter, please retweet it. He has nearly 1 million subscribers and can't get any help from YouTube. He's been YouTubing for over 10 years. And YouTube themselves do not tell him what part of his content is actually infringing. From what I understand, it is a part of some guitar tabs that he displayed on screen that he himself wrote.
Hold on. He's just said that YouTube, we don't know why. They don't know. YouTube don't know why, but he knows why. Jeremy knows why. The guitar guy knows why, but the YouTube don't know why.
But Muso Limited not only claimed the video, but issued a strike. The biggest problem with the YouTube copyright strike, outside of any idiot being able to use it, is that you are guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, that's true. But that's true. That's a good point. Second good point.
Here's an email that Gareth got from YouTube. I understand you have questions with the possible termination of your channel.
Okay, he's going to read this email out, and that's what Sargon does. He just reads out web pages and calls it content. So we're not going to sit and listen through that. We can all read, right? All right. So this is about as far as I got before I got triggered and thought, right, I'm going to make a video about this. So this is what he does.
I can go to this page on YouTube.
He's now showing you how to copyright strike. Isn't that weird? Don't you think that? Even if you love him, and I don't know how people feel about. Well, he's very popular, but even if you're like, you really like him, can you not? You must be able to see that this is a bit off. You're showing people the URL and the page on how to copyright strike people.
Okay, very easy to go to. Copyright complaint form. I want to show you all the level of proof someone has to provide to not only get your video taken down, but have your channel get a strike. What's the issue? I'm just going to say it's copyright infringement. Am I the copyright infringement? Who's affected? I am. Or I can file it on behalf of another.
Hold on, what happened there? I want to see the I am.
On behalf of I am.
Skip through that. So videos removed, submit complaint, right, your owner name, authority to make the complaint, primary, right, so you have to prove you have to prove why your copyright strike is legit. The copyright owner name will be published in the YouTube place of disabled content. This will be part of the public record of your request, along with your description of the work's alleged infringement. So you have to type in, this is the page you skipped past, you have to type in what the infringement was. All other information, including your full legal name and email addresses, are part of the full takedown notice, which may be provided to the uploader. That's okay, with addresses, and these are all have to be filled in. And then down here, by checking the following boxes, I state I have good faith belief that the use of the material in the manner complained is not authorized by copyright owner. This notification is accurate under penalty of perjury. I'm authorized to act on behalf of the owner. So you're risking, it isn't easy, you're risking getting locked up, surely. Or what's perjury? Well, sounds bad. You're risking something really bad. I acknowledge that under section 512 of the DMCA, any person knowingly, materially activities infringing made subject to liability of damages. So you could be sued. I understand that abuse of this tool will result in termination of your YouTube account. Okay, so it's not that easy, but let's go on.
Or I can file it on behalf of another.
Oh, he's going back to it.
Owner, apparently. Not
he's
anymore.
gone back to it. That's good. That's good.
Drop the URL, and then I say, it's my thing. Okay, I'm going to say it's my artwork.
Yeah.
I'm going to title it. I'm going to upload something. I'm just going to take a screen capture of the video.
Yeah.
And then upload the exact same picture that's in the video.
Okay.
Right? I don't have to prove I own anything. How about my original song? I don't have to prove I own it. Here's some timestamps that I'm...
videos to be removed. URL of the video. Select one. He's... Okay, well, he's saying stuff on this section that he should be saying down at this section. But okay.
Supposed to. Description. You don't have to prove anything. How about my name?
Oh my God. What is this all about? My name?
My logo. If you have a logo in the video.
Logo. Because the word logo is now logo.
And this is all I have to do.
Yeah. Fill it in.
All I have to do is write my name, my some made-up address.
It's not. It's not all you have to do. Go on.
A city, state. I just pick an address from some law firm in a city.
What?
And boom.
You just pick an address from some law firm in the city? No. Read this bit down here. Let's see if he gets onto it.
Boom. I can take your video down.
Watching
That's
this
it.
version.
At no point do I actually have to prove I own it. Isn't that interesting?
Are you going to talk about this bit down here?
At no point do I have to prove that I own anything. I can just take a video down.
Are you going to talk about this bit down here, mate?
I appear in a video without permission? What?
Yeah, you can't have people in your video without their permission.
I mean, are you kidding me?
No, read the rules.
At no point do I have to prove I own anything.
You agreed to this.
Yeah, click. Use a fake name and a VPN. Ha ha ha! Your video's down. Ha!
Oh my God! I'm probably done with it. Because he's just like having a breakdown, isn't he? So, this is bullshit. Let's have a look at Gareth's website. This video. This was interesting because when I first saw this, I was kind of like, I was not really on his side, basically because I thought it was a bit of a bad idea what he was doing. Let's have a watch.
But first, I need to tell you the situation that I'm in right now. In order for the music publishers to agree to release their copyright strikes on my videos and reinstate the YouTube channel, I had to pull down almost all of my educational resources.
About 400.
All the guitar lessons have had to be removed from YouTube, and my website has been shut down temporarily. But there still is a way I can get them all back.
Right, just be clear. His website hasn't been shut down. I think he's shut it down. I think he's talking about a website outside of YouTube. I'm not sure. I like this guy as well, by the way. I like his beard.
What I have to do is re-edit all of my videos, all 400 of them, re-upload them again, reprogram them, and republish them.
Well, I don't know what reprogram them means. That might be a music-y thing. I don't know. But yeah, so he's basically been told that he needs to, he's been given another chance. So his career's not over. It's not destroyed. He's still got 771,000 subscribers. He's probably having a massive impact. If those videos have been taken down, huge impact on his advertising revenue. But he's on Patreon. Let's see if he's open about how much he gets on Patreon. He's getting $2,000 a month on Patreon. He's fine. I mean, it's not much. If that's your sole income, that's not much. But it's not homeless. Not yet. It's not. I don't think his career's destroyed because he still has 500 patrons willing to help him out. And he's got 771 subscribers. He's got the ear of 771,000 people. Plus he's got the Quatering with his nearly 1 million people. Got his ear. It's not destroyed.
Them again, I also need to pretty much start from scratch with my website, repopulating the videos once I've uploaded them, and create hundreds of new web pages which comply with the publisher's requirements. To rework all the lessons and the web pages I've created over the past 8 years is a lot of work.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not even sure how long that would take me to do on my own.
Forever.
The amount of months, it probably take months.
You need to get help.
But in the meantime, I wouldn't be able to generate any new content, which is why I'm asking you guys for help.
Right. So just to speed things up, he's got a GoFundMe page. He's trying to raise money to get somebody to re-edit his stuff for him. And now in the professional world, an editor can be $350 to $450 a day for this kind of work in pounds. So it's super expensive. And I reckon 400 videos to re-edit, re-encode, it's a lot of work. It's a ton of work. So people might be wondering, what was the problem?
I was producing them myself, so they were obviously they weren't getting their cut from that money.
Okay.
My pay purposes.
So this is the bit I was kind of like.
I was not negatively impacting their market because they were unique. They were not in competition with other people, and the quicker that everything can get back up online. So I'm
trying to find the spot of what it was in his videos that caused the problem, and the answer is it called tabulature or tabs? It's where you have a where you basically have like the fretboard, I think, and then you have the finger number. And it tells you where to put your fingers in order to play a melody. And because you are transcribing a tune under copyright, that is not good. So not even under fair use. And there's a thing about teaching as well. Guitar tablature. Guitar tabs, fair use, copyright. I think Ultimate Guitar. I had a look at a website. This is it. So this is the website I went to that Jeremy didn't to find out. I'll make it bigger for you. To find out if what the problem is with tabulatures. And it's to do with derivative work, i.e. they're creating something that derives from somebody else's work. And this is the bit that's interesting, the fair use of copyright works. And it says down here, these are tablatures here, sorry. I'm a bit scared to show them. Might end up in jail. So down here, the purpose of the character, so right, let me read it. Okay, I'll do a Sargon, I'll read out a website to you. Copyright law exists to provide authors and artists the necessary incentives to create works of art, including music. The Copyright Act, meanwhile, recognizes that these incentives need limitations. I mean, the main thing is that artists, nobody wants to rip off an artist, because in the same way that you don't want your YouTube channel demonetizing, you don't want to lose money because people aren't buying your work because it's been put onto posters and t-shirts. You know, and other people are profiting from stuff you've done. Nobody wants that, and I don't think anybody wants that. Anybody who breaches copyright on YouTube want that. Fair use of a copyright is expressly codified by law. It recognizes the exclusive right to derivative works, but carves out exceptions for the purpose such as criticism. This is what this is. So I can do what I like. That's not true. Criticism, comment. This is what this is. News reporting, teaching. That's the important one because he teaches guitar. Scholarship and research. These uses are deemed not an infringement of copyright. The trick, however, is that fair use is determined on a case-by-case basis. It's often disputed fact. Right. The teaching bit. So I got bored there. The teaching bit is key. And I didn't understand if he's a teacher, why there's a problem. But, and this is guessing, and I wrote a comment, and this is what I wrote, and I'm going to read it out because it's so well written. I said, this is an interesting case. First of all, we all know it's a terrible idea to have a business plan completely reliant on third-party website you have zero control over. Just a flimsy TOS which is edited regularly. But that aside, the main issue here has been teaching. However, it's dubious. A teacher in the class, so a teacher in a classroom being paid by the state or by the school and using images and videos or whatever material they want, copyright material they want, isn't being personally rewarded as a result of the teaching the kids. They're being paid by the school. They're not being paid by the kids. So there's no benefit to that teacher who's. I'll read on. Right, I'll read what I wrote. I'll track that. A teacher in the class being paid by the state and using images and videos or whatever is not being personally rewarding. Is not being personally rewarded as a result of teaching the kids. I made a mistake there. This gentleman is. He is being personally rewarded. That's the key. Although a teacher gets a pay packet, whatever they do, but this guy's been personally rewarded. He's the equivalent of a teacher in a class using all these tools and then going around and collecting money from the kids. Not a terrible analogy. This is why Patreon changes everything. So I think that's the difference. The difference is that if you are making money through advertising on YouTube, that's slightly different. But because he's got his own Patreon page, then that makes a big difference to the copyright thing in terms of the fair use, because that's making money outside of YouTube. I mean, it's really grey area and it's very difficult. And this is why it's such a bad idea to build your whole business based on a third-party website you have zero control over, which is being, having kids who are looking at these situations. I think it's just a very, very bad luck case. It's just bad luck, and I would probably ditch I suggested that he ditches the bitter attitude. I don't really understand how biting the hand that feeds you is a good idea. He's totally angry. I totally get that you get angry with YouTube. I would too. But you're barking at a wall. It's not a good idea. Just everyone needs to chill out, I think, a little bit. And I know it's hard because you're losing like thousands of pounds probably. You're not losing it, you're just not getting it anymore. And I've never understood people who say, "Oh, I'm losing that money." It's like, no, you're just not getting it anymore. You weren't. It's not the same thing. That's a bit nasty of me. You should probably ditch the bitter attitude. I'll change that later. But that's just why everywhere it's so easy to get snipey at people on social media. Sorry, I'm just flicking through. I can't listen to him anymore. I don't know the mindset and the programming of people like Jeremy from the Quatering, who they must know that they're being divisive. He must know that when he made a thumbnail saying, let's see if I can get it back. Yeah, saying the YouTube destroys music careers, a teacher's career. That's just not fair. That's not right. If I was YouTube, I'd be like, you know what, mate? You've just said our business has ruined somebody's life. That's not true. That's a lie. He still has a career, and we can prove it. He has monetized videos on his channel. He has money coming in from a Patreon page. YouTube has not destroyed his career. That is libelous, and YouTube. I think YouTube would be perfectly fair to bump Quatering off the channel for saying that. It's not true. It's not true. I don't think it's true. I mean, I'm willing to have my mind changed, and I might be wrong, but I don't think it's true, and I don't think it's healthy to be. And we know why he's done it. He wants because he wants the 83k views 3 days ago. How much money does the Quatering make? Are we allowed to find that out? YouTuber wealth? Net worth, is it? Estimated YouTube money calculator. Ooh. Can I just put his name in? Let's see how much the Quatering makes. Yay!
Copyright.
Oh, I'll grab it. I'll just type it in. God. The Quatering. Daily views, I don't know. Oh. What? Look at this. He's getting... Oh, I see. See, let's just go for the lowest amount. So he's getting like $4,500 a month. 50 grand a year. I mean, it's not fantastic. But it's probably more, right? Because there's Patreon and there's... I don't know if he does live chats on YouTube. Probably does. Gets money handed to him there. These people are doing all right. And it's a gravy train. So... you come out of school, university, or whatever, you start with nothing, you start broadcasting from your parents' bedroom, you start making a few £1,000, and then you suddenly feel entitled. It's like, oh, I was making money, I was making a few grand before, and now I'm making a few thousand, a few thousand more, and I've got a massive following, and I'm a big deal now, and I'm a hot shot. I can do what I like. I don't think he thinks he can do what he likes, but there's definitely a misrepresentation of the situation, and these are the tricks people are employing. It's bad. What's the word? It's bad. Bad. So that was a half-hour-long video of me disseminating the quart. Is that the right word? Disseminating? Was that what they do to cows? Spread throughout an organ of the body. Spread something, especially information, widely. There you go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Disseminating him. And see, this is what I do. I like to research everything, and I don't like being wrong. But I do like admitting that I'm probably wrong all the time. And if I am, do it. I bet you can't tell me I'm wrong without being really angry at the same time. I wonder how emotionally mature the comments threads to this will be, if there are any. Oh, lose this guy. And comments about personal appearance and stuff come in, don't they? He sounds like he's on coke half the time. All these like totally irrelevant things. I don't know. What do you think? Sorry, this is a long, unedited, rambling video, and I don't know if it's a good idea to make videos like this, but I would like to know what you think of this type of YouTubing. And I'm not just singling him out, by the way. I want to do a series of looks at how people are broadcasting. And I regard YouTube as a broadcasting tool. Remember, it used to be broadcast yourself, used to be the slogan of the thing. They got rid of that, didn't they, when they realized the legal implications? Oh, no, we don't want to be broadcasters. We don't want to be publishers. We're getting into all sorts of legal qualms there. So they ditched the broadcast yourself logo. Yeah, so let me know what you think. What do you think is going to happen to YouTube in the next few years? I think that it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and I think the mainstream are going to like start having a dominance on here. And I think all these guys who were like rebels and activists at the start are going to be slowly pushed to the side, and they're going to say it wasn't their fault. And I don't know if I mean, can you imagine sitting down with the YouTube terms and conditions and just going through it with Jeremy about stuff he says, like I've just done, just break down everything he says and see if it's what he agreed to when he signed up for YouTube. Because we don't read the terms and conditions, do we? Why would you? It's like, yeah, I agree. Whatever it takes. Let me put videos on your website. I want to make money and be famous. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I don't know why I wasn't on this camera. Go to Red Letter Media. Currently my favorite. That's why that's there. They're my favorite YouTube channel at the minute. I think they are the most. I think they're brilliant. Just the best YouTube channel going at the minute. That's it. Maybe I should make a video saying why they're so good. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Rather than just being critical all the time. Make a video, but why are Red Letter Media so good? I'm going to do that, though I'd be very sycophantic. Anyway, I'm rambling. You have fun. I hope that was a fun 40 minutes. Think of this as a podcast if you like. I look forward to making more of this kind of stuff. If you are like already a subscriber to my channel, wondering Where's all that walking, all that hiking videos that he did? They're over on my other channel. I've got another channel. It's called Out and About. There'll be a link down in the description, but that's my hiking, my chill out zone, where I just walk around, say nonsense, non-political, just witty, hopefully fun observations as I try and lose weight through the medium of the countryside. So go and watch those and subscribe over there if you can. Thanks again. Take care. Hope you're well. And good morning to you.